Hey guys, here we go into a video on learning your first weight transition. Now, this is an emphatic KO. It's one of the greatest, KOs I've ever seen. It was absolutely just amazing. And if you take a look at the mechanics of this punch, Nonito Donaire gets his weight all the way into position one, and Fernando Montiel looks to throw an overhand right and hit him. And as he's throwing that punch to Donaire's position one, he's moving into his own position one and attacking his position, Donaire's position one. And Donaire is going to transfer his weight out of that position. So he's going to cross the line. Now he's going to look to get his head on the other side of Fernando Montiel's. Right now he's over this shoulder. He's not trying to get over the shoulder, but he's trying to get across the line of Fernando Montiel because right now he's on this side of his face. He wants to get to this side of his face. And he's going to do that by transitioning his weight and moving out of this position as Fernando Montiel moves into it. As you can see, Fernando Montiel doesn't really find Donaire's head as his hand slides right down his body as he tries to transition his weight into that position as Donaire moves out of it. And Donaire is able to set this massive shot up. Now look at the position of Donaire's head from here all the way to over here. Again, if you look at his head, if you're seeing it from Fernando Montiel's head, angle, the middle of his head is right here, and there's a line that goes to his head, and he's gonna try to get his head to the other side of that line. Boom. And that's gonna allow him to get the power into his punch. Now, we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna talk about ways to train weight transitions so you can develop one punch knockout power, okay? So, the first drill, well, we're already showing Nonito Donaire. We're going to show a little more Donaire, right? Now, an excellent power. Look at the full weight transition. Now, when I was saying about crossing the line, okay? When he throws this punch, he's going to start with his weight on the back foot, okay? So he gets into position, and his weight is here, okay? His head is starting on, if he's attacking this position, his head is on the right side of that, and he's going to move his head to the left side of that when he lands his punch. And then, when he lands his punch, well, we're going to watch that first. Boom. So now he brings his weight all the way across the bag, okay? This is very, very, very important if you're looking to generate power. You have to transition your weight to the front foot. So now all his weight is on the front foot here. He's drawing a line between his heel, his knee, and his head on the front foot. Now, this is the punch that he landed against Montiel. He's going to bring all his weight across the line, again, back to his back foot, right? Bringing his weight back this way and throwing a punch. Again, doing three things here. The most important things in all of boxing: crossing the line, changing positions, and transitioning your weight. Now remember, when he was on the front foot and he threw the left hook, he's on the front foot and he's going to have his weight on the left side of his hand, and the position that he's going to be in is going to be different than the position that he's in when he transfers his weight to the back foot, okay? The back foot is going to look more like the Philly shell. The front foot is going to look more like you're being really like an aggressive fighter, aggressive front foot fighter. It's not really like that, but if you guys are beginners at this idea, this is the easiest way to explain it. Now, each time he wants to deliver power, he's going to cross the line, transition his weight, and cross the line, transition his weight, and change positions. And what I mean by changing positions also is, if you look at his foot, he's on the ball of the back foot right here, and he's flat-footed on the front foot. This means he's in position one, okay? His weight is on the front foot, his heel is on the ground, and then when he throws the left hook, now he's in position two. This is my boxing theory. Now, and how I describe it, he's on the ball of the front foot and on the heel of the back foot. And this allows him to sink his weight onto the back foot. These are very, very, very core ideas for learning to transition your weight and get power, one punch power in your punches, okay? So, how do you train that on the heavy bag? Well, I'm going to show you. And I'm going to show you the double in bag and the speed bag as well. Now, on my Patreon, this is one of the first drills I ever released. And what you're going to look to do, and again, I want to point out this is striking, okay? This has nothing to do with boxing, okay? It does, but it's not boxing. As you can see, and we're going to talk a little bit more about Nonito Donaire, but as you see, the difference between boxing is boxing, you're looking to set your punches up. Striking, you're looking to land your punches. And once you've already figured out all the things you need to do to feint, probe, and get into position to land your punch, you can do what Nonito Donaire did to Fernando Montiel. So what you're going to do, if you start on the back foot here, notice my head is on the right side of my target. If my target is right here, my weight is here, here, and here. But notice my left foot, my front foot, I'm not really on that, right? I'm going to be lifting my foot, and when I transfer my weight to my right foot and I transfer my head across the bag, I'm going to be bringing my heel with me. Now, I'm going to cross my head across the bag. I'm going to tap the bag with the right hand. I'm going to put my head on the other side of the target, and I'm going to transfer my weight to my left leg. But watch how I do this. Tap it, and I'm going to be bringing my foot with me. Tap, boom. And when I throw my punch, I'm going to kind of tap the ground. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And it's very important that you bring your foot with you as you cross the line and tap the bag, because this is going to help you learn to transition your weight, okay? When my foot is off the ground, there's no weight on it, okay? So it's impossible for me to mismanage my weight here as long as I keep the rhythm here. Again, just focusing on the feet. Boom, 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 boom. Now, most coaches, when they tell you to work the bag or work this or work that, their emphasis is on the punch, okay? Right now, our emphasis is on position 2, position 1, position 2, position 1, and transferring our weight, crossing the line, and changing positions. Nothing else matters here. Not how hard we hit the bag, not how fast we go, whatever rhythm and pace we want. Again, just bring your feet closer together and allow yourself to cross the line and get all your weight on one position, right? On one foot. I'm just going to practice this. And notice when we take a look at Nonito Donaire's heavy bag video, it kind of already looks like this, right? When you get really good at it, you're going to be able to do these motions without moving your feet. You'll be able to transfer your weight without picking your foot up and bringing it over to here. You'll be able to get the same effect. And all you're going to do as you practice these punches crossing the line, you're going to add more power, add more speed as you go through them. As you get better and better at these kinds of punches on the heavy bag, as you get better, you're going to be able to hit it harder and harder and harder. As you can see, I'm hitting it with rounded punches, rounded like a hook or an overhand. And then you can hit it with straight punches too, right? Tap, tap, right? And the goal in the beginning is not to get power in the punches. It's not to do, A, B, or C. It's just to learn to transition your weight. Again, this is one of the most defining skills in all of boxing, especially at the pro level, being able to change positions, cross the line, and transfer your weight. Now, we're going to take a look at, let's see, we'll do the double end bag next. Dmitry Bivol, some of the greatest double end bag work I've ever seen. He's just absolutely incredible. And what we want to focus on is when he's on one side of the bag, right? He's on the back foot or the front foot. Now, these are the key pieces to his drill here. When he's on the front foot or the back foot. Now, when he's on the front foot, he crosses the line, changes positions, and brings his weight to the front foot. And then he looks to control the bag with his right hand, okay? When he's on the front foot, again, these are punches, but the idea here is not power. It's just to control the bag as he practices transitioning his weight from the front foot to the back foot, and from the back foot to the front foot. And when he gets to the front foot, he wants to control the bag here. Front foot, he wants to control the bag with his right hand. When he gets to the back foot, now he's getting into the tricks, but when he gets to the back foot and he gets his head to his back foot, he gets his head to the other side of the target. Now he's on the right side of the target. He controls it with his left hand. Again, these are not necessarily punches, but they're placeholders for controlling and learning the bag. Now, I want to show a little bit of Dmitry Bivol because he gets a little fancy and does a lot of extra stuff. As you can see, he's adding more punches each time he crosses the line. You can see him throwing 3, 4, 5 punches, sometimes just controlling the bag 1, 2, right? Or 2, 2, 1, 1, but also meeting the bag and controlling it with multiple punches. Now, if you look at the rhythm, 1, and then the bag comes back and he misses it, back out, he gets it, misses it, gets it. Very similar to the speed bag, okay? Now, when you're controlling the bag and learning to do this stuff on the double in bag, you don't have to catch the bag every time, okay? You can allow yourself to miss it and keep that beat. Now, one of the drills that I do on for my speed bag and I've been doing on Patreon, we'll do the same thing and we'll just be crossing the line and notice the feet, okay? Again, the emphasis for these drills is going to not be on the punches, but on the feet, the positions, and crossing the line. Now, as you can see, when I get my weight to the front foot, boom, 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 I cross the line and I'm punching with my right hand. Now I'm going to go back to the back foot and I get my weight here, here, and here. Now, it's not going to be as pronounced because speed is much more important on the double in bag than power, but speed of body, right? Not speed of hand, right? Which we'll see when we get to the speed bag and we do the weight transitions there. But the idea is the same. You're going to be doing the same thing, getting your weight all the way on the front foot and kind of dragging your foot with you. Boom, 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 boom. And you're going to allow yourself to practice these weight transitions and getting your weight into these punches. And you can hit it harder and harder and go faster and faster if you want. I'll just play my drill a little bit. And you can layer this drill with more power. As you see, as I get better, I don't have to transition my weight or move my feet. But as you can see, I don't have to, but I still can. I can still practice this drill at this speed and this power and still add those functions to help me improve, right? To help me get better at transitioning my weight, crossing the line, and changing positions. Again, when I throw the right hand, I get my weight across my target and on the left side of my body. And then when I throw my left hand, I get my weight to the back foot and across the target on this side of the target and cross my weight. Again, cross the line, transition my weight, and change positions. But these are very basic drills to help you learn how to do these things. Again, very basic striking drills, just like Nonito Donaire was doing. Now, we're going to watch some excellent Sugar Ray Robinson speed bag work, and I'll show you a very simple drill that you can start working this. Now, again, striking, right? A lot of boxing is going to be striking based and not boxing based. As you can see, Sugar Ray Robinson, a master, just absolutely one of the greatest to do anything, to do any of the boxing. But how he's going to be doing this drill, front foot, now he's going to transfer his weight to the back foot. And notice when he's moving his feet, and you can see his legs moving, his left leg is up when he's on his right side. Now his right leg is going to be up when he throws his right hand. And transferring his weight, obviously we can see that too. But the idea is that he's going from one side of the line to the other. And it's not very apparent because he's a master at this. It's very difficult, but he's on his back foot, front foot, back foot, front foot, back foot, front foot. And when he throws the punch, you can see that he transfers his weight to the front half of his body, and now he's going to throw the other punch, and now he transfers his weight to the back half of his body. And look at the rotation on his hips as he gets his weight across the line, his head to the back foot, his weight to the back foot, and he throws that hook. Again, I'll show you the very basic and easy drill to help you learn this skill, but here he is going to do it again even more masterfully with the boxing stance, right? Where he's going to be jumping and getting up in the air with each of these punches, transitioning his weight, crossing the line. Just beautiful to watch. Some of the absolute best speed bag work you'll ever see. But anyway, let's go watch some mediocre speed bag work from Fouts Boxing. I don't know where this clown gets his stuff, but here's him on the speed bag. So, you're going to do the same thing. Very simple. When you throw with your left, transfer your weight to your left side. When you throw with your right, transfer your weight to your right side. Boom, 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 boom. And you're just going to bring your foot with you. Plant, bring it with you. And that's going to help you get your weight to the other side. Again, when you throw with the right hand, you're going to be doing a forehand, backhand motion. If you're familiar with this, you'll be hitting it side knuckle, side knuckle, or it's side knuckle. And as you go back and forth, right, you're going to be hitting it twice with the right hand, twice with the left hand. Boom, 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 boom. And when you get to the right side, once, twice, your weight is here, here, and here on the right side. Your head is on the right side of the bag. Now, when you move to the left side, 1, 2, you bring your weight with you. 1, 2, 3. Your head is now on the other side of the bag, and then you're going to go back. Boom, boom, boom. Now, I'm just going to play a little bit of me doing the drill. Again, this is very basic, right? Watch me go. And you can layer this drill with speed, failures, speed or power, as you can continue going and bringing your feet with you, challenging yourself, stressing your technique, or as you get better and better, you can leave your feet where they are and then just strike the bag harder and harder and harder, as you see I am attempting to do. But you're going to be doing the same drill, the same motion as you go back and forth across the line. You're just not going to be moving your feet. And that's going to be those weight transitions as you're on the right side of the bag, left side of the bag, right side of the bag, well, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And you can layer this drill with speed, with power, with more footwork, whatever that you want to do. Yeah. Anyway, the last little tidbit, if you guys have stayed to watch more of this, is in the heavy bag drill, when I'm bringing my feet with me, this is also going to teach you another very, very valuable skill. I'm not going to exactly tell you what it is. We talk about it on Patreon, but you'll see when you start practicing this drill, you'll start to understand what you're doing, and why it's such an effective way to 100% teach you how to strike, teach you how to generate massive amounts of one-punch KO power. Now, we're going to watch Nonito Donaire again one more time. Do the exact same punch. Again, transferring his weight from the front foot to the back foot through that hook. Excellent technique. Absolutely perfect. Now, as we watch him, before he gets to that position, well, let's go back to this other clip really quick. You're going to barely be able to see it. Front foot, Nonito Donaire, back foot. Front foot, he slips to the back, or slips that shot, tries to get off the line, then brings his back foot with him. Now he's going to position his front leg. Now watch him ever so slightly. Oh, he does a little hop, gets on the front foot, and he's going to ever so slightly be repositioning his back foot. You can't actually see it in this clip, so I'm just being a dummy for doing it. But watch him as Fernando Montiel looks to throw that punch. He's going to be dragging his back foot back this way to create the angle that he's looking to attack on, okay? You can see him doing this drill in the fight. As he leans his weight on the front foot, he brings his back foot closer to his line to tighten it up so that he can have a more succinct attack. Now, again, the mechanics of punching and all that stuff are the same no matter who you are, whether you're Nonito Donaire, you're Caleb Plant, you're Vasily Lomachenko, you're Floyd Mayweather, you're Mike Tyson, you're Errol Spence, you're Danny Garcia, no matter who you are, the mechanics of punching are the same. And you can see that Nonito Donaire using these little tiny tricks, even in his own fight, right? A trick that we're going to use as a drill, right? To line up his attack. Repositioning himself as he gets on the front foot. To be able to bring his weight back to the back foot, right? Finding that place that he's going to be placing his weight to transfer it to the back foot through that shot. Again, one punch, devastating knockout power. And these simple drills are the drills that you're going to do. Now, something I didn't say earlier in the fight or earlier in the video, a lot of people learn and only practice footwork, right? Without punching. They make punching on the bags the most important idea that they're looking to accomplish. And sometimes you want to be focused on your footwork. And all of these drills on the double end bag, the speed bag, and the heavy bag, the things that are most important are not the punches. It's the footwork. Okay, so make sure that you're drilling and working on those ideas, working on the positions, working on crossing the line and transferring your weight, more so than working on how fancy or flashy your power is. Okay, because if you focus only on your power and your punches, you'll never develop the ability to move on and off the line freely to set traps, right? Like Nonito Donaire does here. If he does not know how to transition his weight and get his weight onto the front foot here, he will never be able to set this trap up and land this punch here. Anyway, if you guys are interested in more ideas here, I'm sorry I didn't talk about it earlier, but my Patreon is open. If you're looking to send in personalized or looking for personalized drills, okay? You can send in your heavy bag work, your double and bag work, your speed bag work, and I can help you work on your technique. I can help you learn on your weight transitions, and I can help you work on your boxing. Again, these are all striking drills and striking base. It has nothing to do with really boxing your opponent, as we are only following 3 rules. And if you're boxing someone, there are many, many, many more rules to follow. And as you get better at learning your striking, you can add more drills and more rules to it. But the most basic rules, the 3 rules that you cannot do any boxing without are crossing the line, changing positions, and transitioning your weight with your punches, and your active guard. Again, these ideas here are going to be what help propel you into learning a real, true active guard. Now, again, it is extremely important to practice your footwork while punching, okay? So if your coach has you only practicing footwork with no punches, you're never going to get there. So anyway, check out my Patreon. It's $20 to sign up, $20 a month, and there are personalized training videos. So if you send in a heavy bag video, I'll teach you new drills. I'll see where you are in your ability, teach you how to develop new punches, develop your power in your overhand right, your left hook, your straight right hand, your left jab, your left cross, your left body shot, your left hook, right? Whatever it is that you're looking to learn, check it out. It's a great resource, as well as sparring videos. We also do quite a bit of sparring and have quite a few people sending in sparring videos and learning their craft, something that we work and talk a lot about. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out my Patreon, guys. This is all very basic stuff. This is stuff that people on my Patreon have been practicing for about a year now. But I kind of got to start, I guess, releasing it because there are a lot of coaches in there, and a lot of competition for fighters, So anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And thanks, guys.